EPS2. Part 9. EPS to the world. This is our technology. We can make it by ourselves. I advised new water purification plant to a national hospital, Sri Lanka by EPS in 2001. Muddy water of tropical river in Sri Lanka. Turbid reduction by settling tank and URF without chemicals. After this plant was completed, I explained the ecological purification mechanism of chemical-free system to the engineers. Manager said conventional is a commercial filter. This is a natural filter. He understood EPS as our technology. Yamaha Motor Company provided safe water to villagers as social contribution in Indonesia in 2001. I advised creating a system that could be maintained and managed by villagers. Even if muddy water enters a paddy field, the mud settles and rice seedlings grow. Algae and animals grew in the shallow rice fields, trapping, precipitating, and decomposing the turbidity. I recommended applying this phenomenon to counteract turbidity. 2 bottles of 20 liters per one family were provided. This water was used for drinking and cooking only. This water was not used for bath and washing hands. Diarrhea and eye sickness were disappeared. During and after this project, this village turned to health village. EPS for safe drinking water in arsenate-contaminated Bangladesh in 2004. Surface water is polluted and groundwater is contaminated with arsenate in Bangladesh. I recommended that surface water from an oxbow lake was arsenate-free. We could decompose polluted water with herbicide on a pesticide using EPS system. I proposed to repeat upflow roughing system 4 times in order to complete decomposition in the fecal pellet. Local staffs of Asia Arsenate Network understood the EPS mechanism. Mr. Mizan sent me photos. They made new EPS in Silat, Bangladesh by themselves by UNICEF fund. Mr. Kawahara, the leader, heard my explanation and said, the purification mechanism is not a slow sand filter. We need to change the name, therefore, I decided to change the name to Ecological Purification System because the food chain formed by biological communities is the key to purification. Mr. Jin Xingzhe, translator of Chinese version of Japanese EPS manual, made 3 EPS plants in China in 2008 after the Great Earthquake. In 2008, Huadaishan, Xinqiu County, Hunan Province, made safe drinking water from contaminated groundwater under the guidance of Jin Xingzhe. Since then, water purification systems have been constructed in over 40 locations. Mr. Jin Xingzhe said that there is a saying accumulate virtue in China. Mr. Vishwajit from Fiji learned EPS from JICA training in Okinawa in 2011. He made EPS model in Fiji. In January 2013, project opening seminar on safe drinking water for all villagers by EPS in Fiji was held. After that, 100 EPS plants using rain harvesting tanks were completed from 2014 to 2018 during 4 years. I contributed as a short-term expert 2 times of 1 month per year during 4 years. From 2006 to Samoa. JICA Okinawa project to advise Samoa Water Authority started. I contributed this project from Miyako Jaima project from 2006 and from 2010, JICA Miyakojima project. To advise better management of Aloha water purification plant in Samoa. I recommended to increase biological activity and help improve maintenance and management. Settling tank management. To reduce inflow water to keep settling time. Upflow roughing tank. To put more gravel to increase area of gravel surface. In case of deep slow sand filter, I advised to put more SAD to make shallow depth, to increase algal growth and to increase EPS function. Samoa Water Authority began to make EPS plant for villager by themselves from November 2019. I started JICA training on EPS in Okinawa from 2006. At the end of the 6-week JICA training in Okinawa, September 1, 2010, Ms. Marista from the Solomon Islands gave a wonderful speech of thanks on behalf of the trainees. It is also worth appreciating the ecological purification system as taught by you, Dr. Nakamoto, a simple, natural and yet an effective water purification technology we can all agree to as the most relevant technology for the islands. It is cheap to construct, operate and maintain, which makes it even more attractive. We are grateful to your pioneering research on this technology and for generously impart this to us, so that the people of the Pacific may in the very near future will have access to the high quality and delicious taste that this technology provides. You can deepen your understanding through outdoor experience rather than classroom lectures. I opened many YouTube files on EPS. Please watch them. Slow sand filter is ecological purification system. This new purification technique from Japan has spread all over the world. They believe SSF is mechanical filter to make clean spring water in a flood plain. Real purification mechanism is ecological purification system. This idea from Japan spread from Japan to the world. This is our technology.